Listen to a conversation between a student and a university advisor. The student is trying to decide where to go to school next year.
Now then, Mr. Vikstad, how can I help you?
Well, I'm thinking about transferring, but I'm not sure. I was hoping you could help me make a decision.
I'll try. Where are you thinking of transferring to, and why do you want to leave Cryptus U?
I'm thinking of going to Central University because it's in my hometown. I've been kind of homesick this year, and I haven't made many friends. I just feel so lonely. So I thought that maybe it'd be better to be closer to my parents and friends and all.
I see. And would you keep the same major if you transferred? What is it, business administration?
Yeah, I would. The credits I've earned here will transfer to Central. I've already checked.
May I ask why you chose to come to Cryptus University in the first place?
Sure. Well, the main reason is you have a great business school, and the second reason is that I wanted to get away from home.
You're right, Mr. Vikstad. We do have an excellent business school, but so does Central. The thing is, you've got almost a year under your belt here now. At Central, you'll be starting from scratch.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm a little bit familiar with Central because I had older friends who went there, and I visited it before I came here.
You know, freshman year is usually the hardest. I remember how homesick I was my first year. I'll tell you, I was ready to pack it in after the first 2 weeks. But the longer I stayed, the more comfortable I felt. By senior year, I was glad I chose to stay.
Really? Did it get a lot better your sophomore year?
Yes, it did. You might well find the same is true for you. Also, even though your credits here will transfer, you will have to take extra courses because Central has different requirements. You'll probably have to go to school for an extra year.
I hadn't thought about that. I'll have to check into it. Maybe I should give it one more year. I mean, it's probably good for me to learn to live away from my family and friends, right? It'll make me stronger in the future.
You can always move back there after you graduate. Of course, by that time, you may not want to.
Thank you for all your help. I guess I'll find out the exact transfer requirements. You've given me a lot to think about.
Don't mention it. If you feel like you want to talk more, don't hesitate to come back and see me.
Listen again to part of the passage and answer the following question. Yeah, I know that, but I'm a little bit familiar with Central because I had older friends who went there, and I visited it before I came here.
You know, freshman year is usually the hardest. I remember how homesick I was my first year. I'll tell you, I was ready to pack it in after the first 2 weeks. But the longer I stayed, the more comfortable I felt. By senior year, I was glad I chose to stay.